Hey, this is Pastor. How's everybody doing? Well, as you know, the heat is here and COVID-19 is here. We're seeing numbers spike in the state of Texas, despite the well wishes of political leaders in our state and their desire to open back up. Several of you have asked what are my thoughts, and I've been on calls with pastors from around the country. And so let me just share with you some information that I came across that I think gives us a great picture for where we are and what decision we need to make that's in the best interest of our church and our church members. All right, so look at this information. So you have a coronavirus risk level by activity chart. 1 is the lowest risk activity, 9 is the highest risk activity, right? So you see on this chart, 1 is yellow and then it moves up and it gradiates itself up to 9, which is that red level. That's the place we don't want to be. So let's start at the top. 9, these are the areas that you are at the highest risk to catch COVID-19 if you're interacting with people. Bars, well, we know people don't social distance in bars. People are close to one another. They're talking close to one another. They're trying to talk loudly. Don't act like you've never been in a bar before. Okay, if you've never been in a bar, maybe you saw it on a movie, right? Or you saw it on television. But people are in close proximity to one another in those kinds of social settings. Large music concerts. Why is that such a dangerous area? Because people are shouting, people are singing, they are expelling particulates into the air. People are jumping around, even sitting next to each other. If you're at a low-key concert, you're still sitting there in close proximity to each other. Go down to level 8. Now this is one step down. Buffets, sports stadiums, gyms, amusement parks, and look at the last category over there, the last column. I circled it for you. Churches. I circled it for you. Churches. 8 out of 9 when we talk about risk level by activity in terms of catching COVID-19. Now, I need to tell you, I was on a call this past week and a friend who was supposed to be on the call wasn't on the call because he was complaining of fever and body aches. And he said, I think I contracted COVID. Where had he been? Going to the gym, because our governor opened gymnasiums back up. So he's been going to the gym, working out, and he now has all of the symptoms of COVID-19. It's a dangerous place to be, and it's a dangerous game to play with your life when you don't have to do it. So when you look back at that column, churches, now you can go down the list: basketball, public pools, schools, that's 7. So even if they said we're going back to school, 7 out of 9 in terms of your risk level by activity, you're still not in as much risk going back to school as you would be going to church. Now, somebody said, well, why is going to church at a higher risk? Because of how we interact with each other, right? I mean, you're hugging, you're kissing, you're shaking hands, you're showing love in a demonstrative kind of way. Man, so here's what I'm saying to you at the end of the day. Look at that chart. You know, dentist office is on that chart, but that's way down. Walking in a busy downtown, doctor's waiting room, that's at level 4, right? So I'm not saying, hey, go hang out in the dentist office unless you absolutely have to go. I went to the dentist the other day. There was nobody in the office. I wore my mask. My dentist, he always wears a mask. He has on a shield. He has on everything. I mean, he's been doing that. And, of course, I took my mask off for him to give me my treatment. But again, there weren't a lot of people there. But when we go to church and we interact with each other, we're interacting at an entirely different level. Look back at that chart again. Look down at level 1, getting takeout from a restaurant, playing tennis because there's distance there, right? Getting takeout from a restaurant, my wife and I, we still go out to dinner. We just go out by going in. We literally just say, hey, where do we want to eat tonight? Let's order the food. We pick it up, come back, and have a great meal together. And we're still distancing from other people. So I am admonishing you in love. We will continue to worship virtually. He is still an online God. I want you to stay safe. I want you to take care of yourself. We've already done one funeral of a member who has passed because of COVID-19, and I don't want to do any more. Okay? So again, it doesn't matter what the politicians are saying. Man, we're going to follow the advice of the doctors. And as long as we see that number really high in terms of risk activity coming to church, we are going to wait for the doctors to say it's safe. So I want to encourage everybody, stay home. All of the dads, big daddies, big papas, poppies, every name you go by, man, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your Father's Day. Have a great time. We've got a special message planned for you this Sunday. You don't want to miss it. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. You're going to cry. You may laugh. You may shout, but it's going to be a great time. Great word is going to be coming this Father's Day. All right. Until next time, man, take care. I love you with the love of Jesus. Love to the family. And man, keep on praying and keep on doing everything you can to stay safe and to stay out of harm's way. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.